Hey, it's Cathy Griffith with the Ricky Allen and Cathy Griffith team at Sotheby's International Realty in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And it's the beginning of May. It's time for another real estate conversation with Ricky and Cathy, where we're going to address kind of what's going on with the marketplace, with real estate amidst the coronavirus situation. And Ricky's going to share some stats with you about kind of what the market level activity is, and then I'm going to talk about what is actually going on as far as activity. So, hello, Ricky.
Good morning, Cathy. Happy Cinco de Mayo. It's a wonderful day here in Santa Fe. I'm looking out my window at blue New Mexico sky. Temperature is in the high 70s. It's a glorious time to be here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Real quick, and this is not our expertise, and we're not going to spend a big part of this conversation talking about the virus facts, but only because we get called on a daily basis from our clients out of state wanting to know what's going on in Santa Fe with the virus. I thought I would just go over the stats. As of this morning, we had one more case reported in this is Santa Fe County. We had one more case reported yesterday, brings the total count to 108. And very fortunately, there has yet to be a coronavirus death in Santa Fe County. So we're blessed and fortunate for that. And again, we feel for what's going on in the rest of the country. Having said that, thought we would just talk about with the real estate market. And as you can see, Cathy and I are still home officing when we're out showing homes, and we are showing properties, and we are going to listing interviews. And Cathy, you want to talk a little bit about how we are doing that considering this pandemic?
Sure. So as Ricky said, we are still doing showings, working with buyers and sellers, and doing showings at our listings. And of course, we are respecting, social distancing and following the regulations that the governor has asked all New Mexicans to follow. So we ask our clients to wear gloves and masks, and we ourselves wear gloves and masks, and we are using hand sanitizer. And just when we're at our showings, we're just trying to touch as little as possible, have everyone kind of keep their hands to themselves. But we are definitely still showing, as Ricky said. I mean, it's slowed, but it has not paused or stopped. And for that, we are very grateful. And I know, Ricky, you've done some research on kind of some data points to share as far as inventory. What does that look like?
Yeah, with inventory, we went into this virus pandemic, Cathy, with very low inventory in Santa Fe, a very tight market. And it has just continued that way. Our inventory, I was looking at the stats this morning, and our inventory is down 22.5% from the same period last year. And that's on top of a very tight inventory to begin with. And that is helping to stabilize and keep prices up. I know I get a lot of calls and from clients saying, oh, prices must really be going down, and it might be a great time to steal a property. And I can't speak for other markets, but here in Santa Fe, that's not the case. Our closing.
I'd agree with you. People are thinking there's going to be some type of coronavirus discount, but we are just not seeing that based on the data that you just shared.
Right. Our April was, and make no mistake, the pandemic has certainly affected our business. I mean, that would be fair not to. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to say it hasn't. But our April, we were 23% below last year April, as far as closings. But you compare that to a lot of markets around the country where I'm hearing 60, 70, 80% you know, so we're doing a pretty good job of keeping things going as best as possible. Um, some interesting statistics about our market is that our inventory is down about 22.5%, which I mentioned. But in the last 30 days, there were 137 new listings and 193 properties went pending. So that means that we are putting under contract more properties that are coming on the market. And in the last 7 days, just in the last week, and again, this surprises a lot of people because a lot of people are thinking the market is completely dead. But in the last week, there were 55 new listings and we had 66 new pendings, new properties that went under contract. So we are putting under contract more homes that are coming on the market, and a lot of sellers have been reluctant. And we tell this to all of our clients, whether they're buyers or sellers, you have to judge your comfort level with getting out. We explain to them how what we're doing with social distancing and masks and gloves, but at the end of the day, our clients really are the ones that have to decide what their comfort level is. And we certainly are doing a lot of virtual showings also, for those that just don't want to get out. But for sellers now, there is just not a lot of inventory. And, when I looked this morning, we are down to like 4.25 months, a little over 4 months of inventory in Santa Fe. So it's a tight market, and buyers, I would, urge you to keep looking. Sellers, if you're comfortable, give Cathy and I a call and talk about listing your property and how we do it in this environment. So
yeah, just within our team in the past 2 weeks, we'll have put one of our listings under contract, and we're taking 2 new live.
yeah,
And that's just, you and I.
yeah. So as you say, and it's true, it's not business as usual, but we are open for business, and we are certainly available to discuss the market and your specific needs as buyers or sellers. So feel free to call Cathy or I at any time, and stay safe out there. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Bye.
See ya.